Hey guys! So today I have a new acrylic bloom pour for you. For this pour, I wanted to show you one of the ways I get my color inspiration. With so many paint options out there, how do you know where to start? There are times I get into blocks where I just cannot figure out what color to use on my next pour. When that happens, I start an image search for color palettes. There are tons of sources out there that have pre-made color palettes. The one I'm using today is from a website called colorpalettes.net. Some will have a mix of just the colors, but others will have an image associated with them as well. I prefer these because they help me see how the colors would interact naturally. So, once I have a palette picked out, it's time to start mixing. I did a big mixing session in addition to these colors, so that's why there's so many colors on the table at once. I usually grab a good selection of starter colors in each group. In addition to all of my paints and micas, I also have pouring medium, some extra polyacrylic, and a jar of gel medium handy. I use the poly to help thin and the gel to help thicken the mix when needed. Once I have everything set up, I start mixing. I look at each color swatch and pick out the paints that I have that are closest to that color. I did a series on mixing acrylics with micas and interference colors. If you want to know more about the inner workings of those fantastic additives, I'll leave a link in the description below. As you can see, sometimes it takes a bit of trial and error to get the colors exactly where you want them to be. Unless you're an expert in color theory, you are probably going to make some mistakes along the way. I know that I have made several color blunders while mixing. I prefer mixing my colors with a bit of poly before I add my pouring medium. I find the colors blend easier when you have them slightly thinned out first. If I get too far off in the color, I can pause and either take it in another direction for a different pour or just set it to the side until I decide what to do with it. After I'm finished mixing and adjusting, I'm ready to pour. A quick image search will bring up tons of options for color palettes. I'm getting ready to do a series of pours based on colorful reptiles. For this series, I'll be using images to get my color inspiration. Along with pre-made palettes, there are also websites that will let you upload your own photo and pick the colors from that. There are a few out there, so check them out and see which ones will work best for you. Pretty much any image will work, so the sky is the limit here. The next time you need some color inspiration, think about this technique. Taking colors from an image and creating your very own paints to match can be extremely rewarding. Sometimes, I'm pretty sure I spend more time mixing paint than I actually spend painting. Studying a color wheel is one thing, but actually putting those theories to use helps me better understand it visually. Have any of you guys tried using online color palettes for inspiration before? If so, what were your results? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe. The reptile-inspired pours will be coming up soon, so don't miss out. That's going to be it from me today. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the pours. I really love how this one turned out. There is such a wild variety of cells created. Make sure you stick around to the end to see the close-ups. I'll see you next time. Bye!